And this y'all weather bipolar, bro.
Man, you talking about this, bro? Chicago, Illinois just as bad, bro.
Man,
I ain't gonna hold it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes, sir. Family. We back with another episode of homefld.otl podcast. I'm your host, Pitt, and I got a new special guest in the building, DJ Creed.
Yes.
Welcome to the spot, brother.
How you feeling, man?
I can't complain, bro. I'm blessed, bro. Thanks for pulling up and stopping through, man.
Man, thank you for having me.
Man, you done rose from the dead a little bit.
Yeah, man. This weekend was one hell of a weekend. I can say that.
So we ain't even gonna waste no time, bro. Let's just get into it.
For sure.
So recap the weekend a little bit for anybody that's listening.
Man,
whenever y'all listen, St. Patty's just passed. Now, if y'all know anything about St. Patty's and the college town, it's one of them holidays.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And my good brother here, DJ Creed, was present at all functions, on the ones and twos, setting the vibes, curating. In the words of in the words of DJ Key, curating the vibe.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So just give me your synopsis or recap of the weekend.
Man, so my weekend actually started in Chicago.
Okay.
I debuted at this place called Tribe. It's more of like a newer upscale. It's a black-owned restaurant / nightlife club.
For sure.
So I started off. I had my gig there Friday. So after that, we got right on the road. Me and my 3 homies. We got on the road. Got here about like 5 in the morning. First gig, day party, 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
we was at West Village.
Yeah.
I say, damn, bro. Say he got a stage. Damn. We only finna have a couple hours of sleep. We end up sleeping in the car, but whole time, bro told us his crib was open like this right there, the little balcony.
Yeah.
He said it was open the whole time, and I'm like, damn. So we just slept in the car in the cold for like 4+ hours for no reason.
Yeah.
I could have just been in this car, but I'm like, it's all right, it's cool.
Is that like typical, you feel me, of a DJ life right now?
Man, traveling as of right now, it's been slowed down honestly since like December. But I just been chilling, studying, getting back into like more of just grinding, doing my everyday grind of DJing.
Yeah.
But I just been taking my time. I'm not in no rush. You know what I'm saying?
That's mature, bro. That's smart. So this tell us about yourself, man. Craig Reed from Chicago.
Yes, sir, man. I'm born and raised from the south side of Chicago. Man, where I could start from.
What was that like growing up on that side?
Man, it was crazy. It's honestly like it's crazy, but it's not crazy. Like I don't know. I've heard many times in your episode, like people was so desensitized to violence. Like you just used to it happening. Yeah, it's like every year is somebody dying that you know. But honestly, Chicago's a city that really makes you. You know what I'm saying? So for me, music was my outlet. It was my form of expression. Yeah. I've always been in some type of after school activity. My mom's growing up as a single parent, but I had my pops there. Yeah. But when he would come get me time to time, but the person that was there to see me every day was my mom. Yeah. Until I was 10 years old, until I got my step pops. You know what I'm saying? But he's been a key role into my life now as well. Yeah, man. So I started music very young. I was a section leader in the band.
Sweet. What instrument?
I played drums. I played anything in percussion. So it was times I had to play the triangle, times I had to play the bass, and then I made my way up to lead snare.
That's hard, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, I did percussion in the 6th grade, bro. That's the last time I ever dealt with music for real. My pops played saxophone. Okay. So that was something that he always wanted us, me and my sister, to get into. She played the saxophone. I was a percussionist. I just didn't get that music bug that he had, and I still don't got it. So I just really think that's dope that you had an instrument and you musically inclined. You know what I'm saying? You was able to play it and get yourself to being the first snare. You know what I'm saying? Because I know places that take bands seriously. I know that ain't no easy task, bro. So when I got to my sophomore year of high school, I joined the marching band, and they was like, "Band is life," and I'm like, "Nah, this ain't for me. I'm finna go get a job." You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go get I'd rather go get my bag. Oh, my mama. Instead of me running this track with a what do you call it? The bass 5 drum. Yeah, that's the biggest drum on the field. I'm not finna run a whole mile with that. So that's what they was on. Like, if that's how strict. That's how strict it was. Like, if you want to do this, you want to be serious. I'm like, nah.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'd rather go get a check.
Yeah, that's honest.
So
that's honest. What was your first job, bro?
Working at Haunted Trails. I don't know if you know what Haunted Trails is.
No, I'm not here.
Haunted Trails is like an arcade. They have mini golf, go-karting outside, and McDonald's at the same time. So at 16, I was working at the amusement park and McDonald's.
So not being in the band no more and making that decision to, get a job and make your bag. How did you maintain that relationship with music? I know obviously like the easy is, listening to music, but, really establishing yourself as somebody who has this passion, when did that passion develop, I guess is my question.
So honestly, it really started from my parents. They would always like host their friends at our crib. Like our crib was just always the place to be. So their friends would always be over, and we had like a little tablet. So I started off DJing off the little DJ app off the tablet, off the iPad. I swear.
Okay.
I started DJing off the iPad, and then I was just playing just the right songs, like 90s, because my parents, they were born in the 80s. So like that's all the vibes. So that's where I really found the love for DJing, just doing it on the app. Then once I got my first job at McDonald's, I saved all my money, got me a board, and started from square one.
So that was something that you established early on as a youngin', that like, I want to do this DJing thing.
Actually, I wanted to be a producer. So my pops, so that's where like the times I was going with my pops, he had access to studios. So a couple of his friends were producers, some of them were artists. Yeah. And I made my first song actually at like 8 years old. Yeah. I remember the lyrics. I was like, I used that do 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 do.
Okay, I'm on the beat. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I started with the ever since I was a shorty, I was rapping with my dad. Then I got a little older, so I started doing that. Started going to the church and rapping about my Lord. That's how I know I got the right to use my sword.
Come on, now.
We don't play when we really have to pray. So I'm like,
my Christian rap.
You know what I'm saying? My pops was like,
that's hard,
for your first song, you know what I'm saying? You got to give it to the Lord.
Yeah.
And then, but I didn't make it too far after rapping. You know what I'm saying?
So you said you figured out, I'm gonna just do this producing thing.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my friends, they rap. A couple of my friends, I should say, they rap, but like they just punch in. Me, I need to think and take time. So I'd rather be just somebody to help people in the studio.
That's hard, bro, because one, you come from a city that when we talk about musicians and we talk about artists,
music is all around you, just from like the Bucket Boys on the expressways.
Is that
lots of composers, you know, a lot of people.
Like Chicago is a for fine arts. Chicago is a thriving city. Like being a aspiring actor myself, like that's something that I think about all the time. It's like, man, I got to get to a place where I can have more opportunity in this lane of acting. Yeah, man, like New York is across the country, LA is across the country, but Chicago 2 hours away. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like being in that space and being in that city where it's already kind of being cultivated, bro. Cause like you saying, you saying the Bucket Boys, you know what I'm saying? You seeing the different symphonies and stuff coming to the theaters, even if you going or not. It's just the fact that it's the access and it's in your face.
Exactly. And
I think it's sweet, bro, that your first song was your pops told you had to give it to the Lord, bro. And that's something that, I'm big about, is my walk with Christ, bro. And I just think, when you are given a talent and you are given a gift, the first thing you have to do is express your gratitude towards Christ, bro, because that's where it was bestowed from. You know, that's where it's rooted, right? Man, that's amazing, bro. Yeah, man. So being a producer, or wanting to be a producer, and then saving your money up from your job at McDonald's, and the arcade spot, and then buying your first board. So what was that feeling? Man, do you remember when you bought your first board?
I remember it was literally right after Christmas. It was I actually just made 7 years DJing in January, so it was like that.
Congratulations, brother.
Appreciate you. Yeah. That rollover after Christmas break, I saved up all my money. I'm like, okay, I got everybody presents, but I got me something for myself. Yeah, I got me a used board, and then I start learning the software, and then just going crazy from there.
Did you have a laptop at the time?
Yeah, I got a laptop for Christmas. Yeah. It came all together.
A perfect storm. Everything just came like it was supposed to.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So like, when you was first learning, what were some things that you like? you know, bumped your head on, or what some things that, you know, kind of came easy to you? You know, like, because what people should understand, but they don't always understand, is like, you gotta suck in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Until you can be 7 years in, literally, and now you featuring on all these different flyers, all these different events. That don't happen overnight, but overnight it did. Exactly. Right. So talk about that early process of establishing yourself as this DJ.
Man, so the early stages, I would say I was focusing on just transitioning the song the right way, beat matching, that's what we would say. Song selection, make sure I'm getting enough music. So I've always felt like there's never enough music. Yeah, there's so much music out here that people don't know about, and you just building my library. That's a good thing as well. Song selection. But yeah, just making sure I have a good transition. That was the first thing I focused on. Because if it don't sound right, yes, you can play a song. Like, it's good to have good song selection, but knowing how to bring it in smoothly in the right way most definitely affects the way you hear certain songs. You know, because I've been into those clubs where certain DJs, and they got a good song selection, but they just not bringing it in right. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, take your time. Like, it's okay. You're not in no rush. Take your time. It's just like cooking. You know what I'm saying? When you get in that mode, you just do your thing.
Definitely. And that does make a difference. Like, the transition does make a difference, because, you know, if you in a spot and you vibing, right, and you conversing with whoever you conversing with, y'all having y'all drink, you know what I'm saying, and the music is right, you won't even notice the transitions. Yeah, you know, and seamless. It's seamless. It's definitely seamless, but you can notice with some shit though.
Yeah, you like, hold on, bro. Like, what is bro doing right there? Like, get folks off the sticks.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? The balls,
man. Bro. And there been times my friends be like, bro, you need to be up there. Like, they'll just simply say that, like, you need to be up there.
Do you be feeling that way?
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes, like, humbly, like, honestly, I can say that, but sometimes I'm like, sometimes it's not even opportunities. It's not meant for you, you know.
Definitely.
Like, I'm not just trying to be anywhere, just to be somewhere, just the sake of an opportunity. Sometimes people don't do good business.
That's facts.
So you just can't eat with everybody. You know,
you can't. You gotta have that discernment. Definitely gotta have that discernment.
That's something I've been working on. Just saying no. Yeah. Simply just saying no in all areas of my life.
Because it's hard though. Because when you are this up and coming individual, like, you've been doing this for 7 years, but you still establishing yourself.
Exactly.
Right. And when you do become established, people gonna be like, damn, bro, he kind of just came out of nowhere. Nah. This has
been a slow grind.
This been in the oven for a long time. Right. But understanding that, like, when you are up and coming, it's important to take opportunity so you can get yourself out there. You can get that exposure, right? But at the same time, like you said, everybody don't do good business. Yeah. So understanding and having that discernment of, like, you know, maybe talking to a key or maybe talking to another DJ that you familiar with. Have you ever worked with this individual? What type of time do they be on?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Asking, having the right questions to ask when it comes to before you sign a contract or before the money is put down or whatever the case is. Like, what kind of amenities do I have? Like, what people can I bring into this?
It's just like how girls be doing background checks.
You know what I'm saying?
The Carfax. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
How they be doing background checks on us, you know. They be like, what about Woody Woo? What he got going on?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? All that.
Who he be around? Who he be with? 100. So in the early stages of establishing yourself, did you have any, like, mentors? Any people that you could, you know, go to and ask for help in this?
In the beginning, no, like, I just learned straight off of YouTube. But then I actually went to a DJ academy where I was taught, like, every Saturday for 2 months I was able to learn a little something. But I was like the oldest in the class, and they kind of knew, based off of my experience, what I learned off of YouTube, I was past those kids that was in that class. So I ended up going to the adult class, and that's when I really started learning to scratch. And from scratching is probably one of my favorite parts of things. That didn't even make sense. My favorite things of DJing, scratching, man. It's like an art. Yeah. It's like really like how I'm feeling. You can see how I'm feeling, like, through scratching.
No, definitely. And you saying that take me back to the scene in Juice. When Q was up there doing his thing. Yeah. And do you think that's a lost art form in DJing nowadays?
I feel like it is, because everybody just want the clout and just to look good. Like, yeah, I'm a DJ and I got girls in my section, I'm popping bottles, and it's just like, all right, bro, I do this for the real for the culture. I do this because of the history of music. Like when my first time in New York was this past December, and I had a chance to network with some like-minded individuals that takes DJing really serious, because that DJing came from New York.
Facts.
So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That's the birth of hip hop in New York. So I'm like, okay, let me really tap into people that's better than me, so I can accelerate myself. But going back to the DJ Academy, I tapped in with some older people. Well, I say older people, I'm sorry, like some, you know, older OGs in the game. And man, they just like, they see me now, they're like, man, keep going crazy. Like, just keep going crazy. And I'm just trying to get to the point where I can be out with them and do those type of events with them.
How did you get into that DJ Academy, bro? Is that like an after school thing, or
ad off of Facebook?
Swear.
My mom seen it. She was like, you need a mentor. Like, it's crazy how you said that. And she was like, yes, you're good, you're getting there, but you need someone, you know what I'm saying, to show you the ropes. And honestly, I haven't truly found that one person yet. I've had connections with a couple people, but no one to firmly say like, yeah, this is my mentor. But I've most definitely, I got a couple people I can call today. If I need something, they can help me out.
No, that's important. Mentorship is important, bro, because it's like any other thing. You know, like, for example, black men becoming good dads, right? If you grew up in a household where you didn't see your father, right, or you didn't have your father in your life, how do you know how to be a good father? Right? Unless you have that coaches, you have mentors, you have teachers, right? That can show you these things, even though it's not in the same house. It's the same with anything else. Like, I've never had no mentor when it came to podcasting, bro. Like when I first jumped off the porch, bro, it was me and my homeboy. And it was during quarantine. We was like, bro, we just want to get outside the crib. Right. You know, we just want to create a space where we can discuss things and, you know, provide some entertainment and some perspective and insight. Then it became therapeutic to me. But we all didn't know what we was doing. You know, he was the only one for real that knew what he was doing, because it was his initial idea, my nigga BJ. We didn't have my boy Mark behind the cameras. I was just the talent, nigga. I was just showing up and talking. Right. Then after we stopped doing that, because all of our lives took a little different direction, I established this platform, and I still haven't had anybody to, you know, step in and be like, hey little bro, you know, hey Pitt, like you should do this, or think about doing this, or, you know, I got my circles. You know what I'm saying? I got my homeboys that we all kind of have our own creative niches, and we bounce ideas off each other. But in hindsight, I'm the only person that I know that can do this. So I don't have a mentor or have somebody to look towards, and I would really appreciate that, and I would want that. So informally, you got your mentors, but I think it's always dope to have somebody that you can have in your back pocket, you know, when you really need them, you know, formally, you know, as your mentor. So being that you started in your mom and daddy crib, DJing for they kickbacks and functions, what's kind of like your favorite era of music?
I most definitely say 90s.
The 90s, like, I'm an old soul too.
Like, when I heard, you know what I'm saying, the intro, I'm like, yeah, get money. Come on now. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, that's the vibe. Like, Tupac, Biggie.
So what's funny is my pops got a radio show back at the crib.
And he's Muskegon, right?
Yep. And his intro is I get around.
I get around. Yes, sir.
Tupac, you know, round and round, round and go, I get around. Step up. That's his. So I was like, you know what, bro? Let me go ahead and get Biggie. You feel me? Let me get money. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm a 90s guy too, bro. I'm a 90s guy too. So when you was in them spaces, you know what I'm saying, is that something that you always try to add into your mixes?
You're gonna hear some. You go for sure with me. Like, if no matter if it's open format, you're gonna hear this is how we do it for sure. Yeah, like that's just a must for me. Yeah, because it gets it. Everybody knows that. Yeah, no matter if you don't like the song now. Cause my mom be like, she don't like it, but it's you go dance to it.
You can't not move. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do it.
Or blow the whistle. Like, there's just certain songs that get to you. You know. So I can say I most definitely try to incorporate.
So how did you establish your library? Like, was you just out here I'm gonna go listen to some country today? You know, that type of thing? Or like, where do you kind of cap the genre of music that you listen to, if that makes sense.
I can honestly say where I get my music taste from is from my parents. I can remember from like the earliest days of listening to Music Soul Child, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, and the current my mom, she got all types of CDs. And it's crazy because now today ain't no CD, it's streaming.
It's all digital, yeah.
So it's like it's at the, you know what I'm saying, the fingertip of your hands. But I just remember those nostalgic days of just listening to Kendrick and the Family. Who else? NDRE. Just those neo soulful artists, Maxwell.
Boy, you got the catalog right there, boy. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's just
that's that feel good.
And a lot of that stuff now is being sampled from that music.
Definitely.
So it's just, I feel like with today, it's easy to get the newer music. It's just you gotta do the real searching for the older music. Yeah, there'll be lots of songs I didn't seen of heard of before, but I can't put a name to it, and that's when I get to crate searching. So. And that's how you build it and organize it.
You said crate searching.
Yeah.
So we talking vinyls.
Either that or like just literally just going through different types of like crates. So for crates in Serato, and my software that I use for DJing, where I make my separate playlist. So that's crates.
Got you.
But that could be another way of crate. Yes, sir.
Give me hip.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? I'm always a sponge. So what's some like your favorite, environments to find yourself DJing? Is it these big like Juice WRLD type vibes, or is it the smaller, intimate office Christmas parties that you make it, bro? You
honestly, feel me? Man, that's funny that you say that. I do like the smaller, intimate ones. Yeah. I do like the big ones though, because man, like St. Patty's, Juice WRLD, those are all like good exposure, you know what I'm saying, for me and my brand, but still there's lots of people that don't know who I am. Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure I played my drop a couple times yesterday and the day before that, but there's still gonna be like nobody that knows who I am. So it's just like it's cool, to say I played in front of over probably like what was that out there yesterday? That was probably like 500 people.
Man, nigga, probably more than that, bro.
Man, they was out there climbing trees and all. I say, I ain't never seen that like that.
Man, boy, Western Michigan. At the height of it, bro, it was probably over $1,000 of people, bro.
Like, man, like just looking out and just seeing
and
people.
And what's messed up is, bro, this is post-COVID. The world is totally different pre and post COVID. Because I was here in 2016, which is like, if you ask anybody in KZoo, they probably say that was the last real good year of Kalamazoo, right? But even 17, 18, 19, world of difference than than post COVID. Man, I'm telling you,
I graduated high school in 19.
People not as social as they used to be.
No, for sure. No, you for sure on that. Like my freshman year of college was 1920, and then that in 20 March of 20
COVID hit.
You know what I'm saying? I remember at first it was 1 week, and then we got the notification 2 weeks later, and we never went back.
Yeah, ghost town.
Everything, all classes was online.
Everything just changed, bro.
Man, it was just
telling you, like people just don't come out like they used to, and I think and I really think we can attest COVID to that, bro. It's really a world pre and post, but I feel you on the whole preferring to be in those smaller, intimate type settings, bro, because like you saying, it's not as distracting. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's just the music, it's the people, and it's you the DJ, right? And you can, and like, I don't know, it's just the vibe just better. I don't like being outside and like all them people.
It was cold at that. It's snowing.
Facts.
The equipment was literally getting wet. We like, bro, we need a sweater or something to
whole time I'm really thinking like, damn, I ain't got no tent.
It's muddy.
Y'all need a tent on that. You feel me?
Man.
I'm thinking like the computer gonna freeze, bro. Man. It's not overheat, but that whole gonna freeze.
Man, Key's computer was like so messed up. He had to get a monitor for it.
Right. I see.
So I'm just like, yo, we in the trenches, man.
So we on the sidewalk, right in front of y'all, bro. We on the sidewalk, and bro, look up, like, whole time, bro, they got a PC monitor. Niggas was getting to it, bro. Y'all was getting to it by any means, bro.
He said we gonna figure it out.
We gonna figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit I love of DJing. Like, man, just figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? It's
so with the DJ that you've worked with, who are some of the ones that you regardless, if Key call or this dude call, I'm trying to tap in. Who is the people that you don't mind being featured with?
I would say It's like it's so many DJs in Chicago. It's crazy. Like it's like it's people from underground, people that's doing clubs, people that's doing weddings. It's just so many people. I'd probably say my dog Kicking Kenny. We actually finna throw a party. Okay. On the 30th, it's gonna be my first party. It's at this place called Chalet. It's an R&B spot. So now I feel like with myself going into DJ, I'm kind of moving away from like the rowdier events, the underground, the house parties, and stuff like that, the traps. I'm trying to get more into like R&B,
the commercial things.
You know what I'm saying? So
I feel
where brands can recognize me, because there's DJs out there that have brand deals with brands such as Trace Generations, Remy Martin, Hennessy. Like those brands will pay for you to sponsor like your events. So I'm like, man, okay, let me try to reorganize and rebrand myself to where I can be someone that's visible to those brands.
So let's talk about branding. Let's talk about that, bro, because as a DJ, you are more than just
a DJ.
Just a DJ, bro. Like, you the party promoter.
Man.
You singing, you moving the equipment.
Fam.
You moving the equipment, bro. Man. You low key the bridge between the party and the police. Basically. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, y'all really, y'all low key, you feel me, manage the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's so much more that y'all do than just play the records. Than play the records, you know, play the music, bro. And you said it multiple times. The brand of DJ Creed, you know, your tag, all of that good stuff. So when you decided to really take this serious, what was that conversation with yourself like when it came to branding yourself?
I think for me, I got that change when I turned 21, when I wanted to started to get into the clubs instead of just doing like house parties and private events. I mean, I still do private events. But getting like club events is cool because you get it like every week. But just being booked and busy, like I said earlier, it's not always the best thing, because sometimes where that money's coming from is not a good place. Not all money is good money. My bad. I just
you good,
went off. You said the question again.
Yeah. So just continue to establish yourself as a brand. So you said at 21 is when you really decided, like, all right, I gotta be intentional about who I am, where I find myself, and the business that I do. So what was it going when you said you want to go into the clubs? What was that approach like to the promoters or to the club owners or whoever is in charge of booking the talent for the DJ? What was your pitch? What was your approach? You know what I'm saying? Or what things did you do to make yourself more attractive to those markets?